What is going on, guys? Alan here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Another video on LED lighting in my new garage. Love it. But I got the BMW put up for the winter. I'm doing a lot of driving of my wife's Ford Fusion, which I love this car. It's carefree. You just jump in it and you go. The only thing I don't like about it is it's got halogen headlamps. So today we're going to fix that because you know me, if you followed the channel, I gotta have LED. You just see better, and who doesn't love driving down the road at night with everybody flashing them? Come on. Anyway, so I will leave the link in the description below for these two guys. But they come in a kit. Obviously they're separate. But for the low beams and the high beams in this 14 Ford Fusion, we've got H11s and H7s. So what we're gonna do is not just easily replace them. Got to take the bumper cover off, unplug some stuff, unscrew some stuff. It's a little bit of a process. So I'm ready to do it. The heater's going. It's nice and warm here. November. It's warm in the garage. But anyway, let's get to it, guys. Right now, these are on eBay. I got these off of eBay. Man, I want to say I paid 30 bucks for both sets. You have seen my video on the very expensive last fits in my BMW. Absolutely love those LED bulbs. They're amazing. These claim the same performance, same lifespan. Obviously, you know, they're gonna not be constructed. From what you can see, the materials don't seem to be constructed the same as the last fit by far. As far as performance or longevity, we'll just have to find out. So let's get to it. So I've done this enough to know that I hate trying to adjust and even out headlights. So what I do, first get the vehicle in the fixed position that it's going to stay in the entire time. And then depending, this could be, you know, stock halogen housings. You know, they're easy. They just got one hot spot. Well, these are projector housings. So what I'm going to do is I'm marking the hot spot of each lamp and where the cutoff is. So the cutoff is going to be right below that line. And then, hopefully, after we're done, they match up. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is they don't match up. I have to tweak them, but I can tweak them right here according to what I have marked out. So here's my cutoff, here's my hot spot. It's easy as that, guys. Work smarter, not harder. All right, so first off, guys, for this little car, get it up in the air somehow. I've got it on the little plastic ramps I used to change the oil on it. Makes it pretty easy, a lot easier. And yes, I did that before I marked the headlights. So like I said, final position, mark your headlights. But you know, I've got this beautiful car lift here. I would put it on that and use that, but it's just not working. Can't figure out. All right, guys, while you're under the car here, you can see this bottom cover here, and then there's some bolts right here that attach the front bumper cover onto the bottom cover. Those bolts need to come off there. I believe there is 7 of them, but this tray right here you don't have to worry about, just the front bumper cover there, and then the bottom will be done. Okay, so we also need to get these couple clips on here, the inside of the fender liner here. Not focusing very well, but they're pretty easy. You just act like you're unscrewing them. Here, I'll show you. Just act like you're unscrewing that bad boy. Focus. Just act like you're unscrewing that thing, and it pulls out, and then you just boop, the rest of the way. There's a couple of these in here. Same thing under here. There was one right here. And then I don't know if you got to take these off. I'm just taking them off. We'll find out. just like that. Easy. Now we must see what's under the hood. Ooh, 2.5 liter inline 4. That's right. Not 3, 4. Yeah, it's not a turbo. Okay. Up here, yikes. Let me get my tools. It's getting hot in here. Woo, 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 woo. It's getting hot in here. Don't worry, I won't do it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the metal car. Oh yeah, aluminum hood, like all of them. Okay. Now the light's right in your way. All right. So, I know we got to undo these couple of clips here at the front. So, these are the nice ones that break when they come out, or come out in halves. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it looks like we got 3 Torx bits as well. So, okay, let's do it. Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay, T30s are on the bottom, not on the top. Let's see what they are. Look like 20s. Oh yeah, 20 it is. 3 of these guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we getting somewhere? Ooh, we're getting somewhere, y'all. Never sit your items on top of the engine, because they might fall and you'll never get them back. And then when your wife says, honey, my car's making a funny noise, you'd be like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Give it a firm grasp and boop. When in doubt, pull really hard. All right, now we just start fishing this thing off of here. Which, there should be some connectors down here, depending on, you know, if you got fog lights and stuff like that. So here's a thought. Why not just let it hang? Headlights are accessible now, we're good. I'm not gonna worry about unplugging that stuff. We'll just put it back up and, this car's ugly without a bumper. Oh. Next thing, removing the headlight assemblies. Well, it's gonna be the same thing on each side. So here we've got, looks like 2 Torx bits on the top, and I don't know, maybe just 1 10 mil on the bottom here. I guess we'll find out, won't we? We got 2 10 mils. Oh yeah, boys. We're getting somewhere. Oh yeah. Wire harness. Got a disconnect. Looks like 3. 1, 2, 3. Of course, make sure the wiring harness is out of the way. And then plug your main plug, your harness right here. Done. Now the whole thing's out. Let's take it to the bench. All right, so you got 2 dust covers here. One is for, okay, this one here towards the outside of the car. This is your low beam. This one's your high beam. Your low beam, if you ever wonder, it's the projector housing. And then your high beam is like the more traditional, where you can actually see your bulb in there. So let's start with the low beam. If I can't get enough stuff on my workbench. So I'll pull off the dust cover. And then inside of here, you can see you've got the bulb and your wire harness. Turn that bulb a little bit counterclockwise. Maybe we should have unplugged it. Nope, okay. You got enough room there. And then, you know, be careful, don't touch the glass. Everybody tells you that, I'm sure you've heard it enough. And then just push it down, unplug it. That's the first one. I don't know which bulb, let's check it out. All right, and once again, links in the description below. Let's see. These ones say GP Thunder. I don't think it matters. I think you get a different box. They're just kind of generic stuff, I'm assuming from China. And this looks like these are the ones for the low beams here. You got your fan, your heat sink, and then your LED on each side. This should go in and lock in horizontally. All right, guys, so unfortunately, this is one of the problems with dealing with cheaper bulbs, and this is why I do this, you know, just to make sure that you guys are safe. So that is not adjustable on this cheaper bulb. There's three ways you can put it in, not just one, like your standard bulb. So I just found the way to put it in to where it was horizontal. The beam's gonna be horizontal. So sometimes you just gotta mess around like that. Sometimes it's worth saving money, sometimes it's not. Now here's another thing. Which side is hot and which side is the ground? I don't know. So I'm gonna have to, after I put these in, before I seal these, mount these back up, I'm gonna have to plug in the bulbs, make sure they work. Because, I mean, some, see this tells you hot and negative on the bulb itself, but you have no idea which one's hot on the stock connector. So right now, I'm just gonna connect it, call it good, and then we'll do this one, and then I'll plug it into the car, see if they work. If not, we'll flip it. Oh, yes, so these I don't know, H7s. These have like a retainer clip. I'm not even sure if they're gonna work. I've never dealt with this retainer clip before. So it looks like you just pull the two ends out somehow with a mini screwdriver, because you can't get your fat fingers in there. Yeah, just like that maybe. There's the little retainer that holds the bulb in. Crazy, huh? Why can't they do better nowadays? I don't know. And then your bulb just pulls right out, just like that. Just like so. Well, there's that. We'll open this other box, which will be the H7s. Yes. Whoops. Opened that the wrong way, didn't I? And we'll check out these cheapos. Alright. Yeah. Simple. Super duper simple, y'all. So, but here's the thing, this clip, I gotta get that back in there somehow. Because I'm not gonna be able to get this on after I put the bulb in there, I know that. We'll see. Doesn't look like it's gonna really work. But I'll put the bulb in there first, see what we got to work with. Oh my gosh, Becky, there's like no room. The heat sink is officially too big for the housing. It's hitting. I'm gonna have to do some fabricating here. Okay guys, so it's good to do your research first. Let's get it on me. To do proper research, you would take your bumper cover off, you would take your headlight housing out, you would look at it and determine if you need a bulb, compact bulb that fits without a heat sink or what, because this one was just too big for the brights. It wouldn't work. So what I actually wound up doing was I took the fan shroud off here, I cut it and then I bent it in, and then I removed the fan off of the heat sink. And what that does, it gives me enough clearance over here now so I can put this bulb in, and then for however reason I got it perfect where I pushed it in there a little bit and now it's stuck, so I don't even need the clip. That just happened by accident, so I just trimmed just enough off to where it's gonna stay there. So yeah, I don't even need the clip, so we're good to go now. So I'm gonna plug this into the car and we'll test the lights. Alright guys, so that's crazy. I got it on the first try, but that's the brights as well. Yikes, it's bright. And then there's a comparison. I mean, you can plainly tell the difference. Well, let's shut the brights off. It's just sitting in here. So, but I want to see what the pattern looks like. Yeah. It doesn't look like, it looks like there may be more of an area that may be lit up versus that one. All right, so now that we know everything works, we'll just tuck the plugs in, put it back in the car. All right, guys, so testing didn't go very well on the Fusion. I mean, the lights are working properly. But when you turn on a turn signal, doesn't matter left or right, there's a power interruption for the low beams. High beams don't seem to flicker, just the low beams. Hopefully you can see it anyway. Maybe I'll put it in slow-mo. I'll put this in slow-mo so you can see it. But it is definitely flickering. And that's what we're gonna fix. Here we go, peeps. This is the after LED bulbs in the Ford Fusion. So these are the low beams and those are the high beams. High beams are absolutely fantastic. Love these things, just like in the BMW. Low beams, perfect because the car's coming. So yeah. I'm digging them. The only thing I'm not digging is when I turn the turn signal on, the low beams flicker. So I have to research what's going on there. But yeah, I'll figure it out.